Hey, everybody, we have Andrew here, and Andrew has been a very good student thus far of Major League Profits. How are you doing today, Mr. Andrew?
I'm good, thanks, Eric. How are you doing?
Cool. I'm doing well. Where are you located?
New York City.
New York City. Okay, I just moved back to New York from Austin, Texas. I'm in Long Island though, so not too far. But I'm all the way in like Suffolk County, so it's like it's not too far, but with traffic, it's very far. But okay, cool, man. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions and just give me your honest feedback. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So first and foremost, when did you join the program? And like before joining the program, what was your experience with like modern sports cards? Did you try making money at it? Is this brand new to you? You know, give me the quick rundown.
So I joined the program, I think, late June, very early July.
Okay.
I had zero experience with modern sports cards. I know F1 and soccer very well as sports, but knew nothing about their cards, know very little about American sports as in general.
Okay.
I was in complete.
Cool. Have you seen I'm just beginning to get into F1, the Netflix documentary?
Oh yeah.
Netflix. Oh, it's amazing. Incredible. What was it called? Drive to Survive?
Yeah, it's really brought a lot of people, particularly Americans, into the sport. So,
yeah, no, dude, it's so good. Wow. I never thought, I just thought racing was just driving in a circle, but apparently it's not. There's a lot more that goes into it. So yeah, that was incredible. Okay, cool. And now my next question to you. So you've been in the program for like, I guess today's September, so like 2.5 months ish, 2 to 2.5. Like if everything you had were to sell today, you know, what's your projected or what's your expected profit to be?
I mean, I would hope to make at least 20 grand profit.
Okay, cool. That's pretty solid. 2.5 months, 20 grand. And what is like, tell me, how are you doing? Is it through like grading? Are you sending it to PSA? What types of cards are you buying?
Yeah, so I'm buying, I mean, I bought a smattering of football and basketball based on kind of your suggestions of names on the calls. And then I bought, outside of that, predominantly F1. It's a sport that I know, and I'm very much focused on Lewis Hamilton and then random other secondary drivers, which is pretty much everybody else.
That's good. So a lot of it's grading F1. What's like, I guess, which one specific card have you made the most, or do you think you're going to make the most money on? Like, what card is it? How much did you pay? How much did you find it for, or how did you find it? Tell me about that.
Well, I guess one that I've graded is a Charles Leclerc Aqua.
Okay.
I paid about $1,600 for it, assuming it comes back from Beckett, not as trimmed, like PSA said it might be.
Yeah.
There should be a double.
Oh, sweet. That's pretty solid. He drives for Ferrari, right? That's right. Okay, so I know a little bit. All right, cool. Well, so 20 grand profit, 2.5 months. That's pretty solid. Now, what I guess another question for you would be like, what advice would you give to somebody that's like new in the program? Like, you bought a lot of cards, so you are gonna have a lot of success in the near future. Like, why are you doing so well at such a faster pace than like maybe the average person? Like, what advice would you give to that person?
I would say, first off, watch all the videos. Right. Step number one, watch all the videos, take it in, take notes. 2, don't just go out and buy cards. I mean, almost all the cards I bought have been on eBay, but I'm meticulous about looking at them, making sure there are no issues, zooming in, checking the centering on everyone. And I would say at least 9 out of 10 that I sent to Joe, he's like, looks solid.
Sweet.
Got to that point where it's like maybe 1 in 10, he's like, what about this? And I'm like, yeah, I've emailed the guy, or I've messaged the guy on eBay. Is that dust? Is it a scratch? Send me some more photos, kind of thing. So Joe's definitely still every now and again spotting something that I'm not seeing. But I would say 9 or 9.5 times out of 10, I'm nailing it. And that's because I'm being meticulous and I'm not rushing into it. I mean, I think I heard you say it yesterday on the phone, like you can spend 2 hours looking through product on eBay and not find anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've done that. Get what? It was one of the football products. I literally looked at 150 cards and I passed on every single one of them.
Yeah, sometimes it's best to say no. That's some of the power of saying no.
Yeah, lesson number 2, don't rush in. Like, if it doesn't look great, move on to the next one. There are so many cards out there. You don't have to buy the losers.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. And something I think it's important that you said that, like a lot of students will get frustrated that like all the cards they're finding are like the coaches keep saying no, or like there's always something wrong with it. But it's because a lot of the time they won't take the time to look at themselves. They'll just kind of just like send off anything. But like I think part of the reason you've had such great success is because like number one, like if this makes sense, like because you're very meticulous and you're like, and because of that you're learning at a very fast pace, like the rate at which you find cards like increases because you're learning so much, because you're meticulous. Like let's say like you start the program, maybe you find one card every 2 hours, but because you're getting so much better at it, now you're finding one card every hour or one card every 45 minutes, let's say. Which obviously just the more cards you buy, more money you're gonna make, right? But okay, cool. What advice would you give to somebody that is just getting into sports cards that's not in the program? And don't say join the program. Let's say they don't have the money to join Major League Profits. What would you tell them?
Gosh.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah. I mean, they need to learn. They need to learn how to buy cards from somebody who's done it. Right? You told us all that it took you 4 years to figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
long time.
System, and obviously everybody's still making mistakes. So it's really, you gotta figure it out. I mean, for the things that I'm focused on are first and foremost centering, and then kind of digging in and making sure that there aren't any service issues, right? And then checking. Those to me are the 3 big things, and those are the pearls of wisdom I would give. But how somebody learns that without joining the program or knowing somebody like you, I don't know.
Well, I appreciate it, but yeah, man, I appreciate your time. And yeah, I know you're a busy guy, but I appreciate you taking the time out of your day.
No worries.